chillers? Welcome back to my channel. So it is Wednesday, which means it is spooky day. I know, I haven't done a spooky video in a while, and I'm excited. So today, I'm going to be reading 18, well, I'm not going to read all 18. I'll leave a link down below so you can read the article yourself. But creepy premonitions that have actually came true. Let's jump right in. Number 1. The Beam Dream. My Nan once had a dream about a woman standing at the end of her bed, telling her to move my mum and aunt out of their room. She had the dream for 3 nights before she finally told them. The next night, the roof over their bedroom collapsed and a massive beam dropped right across their beds. When she described the messenger to my papa, it turned out the woman was his mother who died when he was very young. Bruh. That's creepy. Number 2. The Big Bang. I'll read like 10 of these and then leave the last 8 for you guys. Alright. Number 2. The Big Bang. One night at about 4 a.m., I got the oddest feeling to go make sure all the downstairs windows and doors were locked. I double checked and 2 of them were unlocked. About an hour later, something slammed against the front door, and when that didn't work, tried to push open the windows. I never found out what it was, but thank goodness I had that overwhelming feeling. Someone or something was trying to break into your house. Luckily you had a gut feeling to make sure all your windows were locked, or else you'd have something inside your home. Number 3. The Bus Blunder. I'm very close to my best friend, and one day while on my bus home from school, she called me frantically telling me to get off. She said she imagined my bus having some kind of freak accident. I thought it was so strange, but quickly boarded the next bus anyway. Turns out I had to wait due to another bus that had just had an accident. It was the one I was just on. I'm not a believer in these things, but this incident really shook me. Resist the urge to make a shook joke. Alright. Number 4. The Owl Omen. One night, I glanced at the ceramic owl that was on the edge of one of my shelves, and I remember thinking, if an earthquake happened, this would fall off and break. That night, I was woken by a violent 6.0 earthquake with my house right in the disaster zone. I checked, and the owl had fallen off the shelf, just as I had thought about hours earlier. Dang, girl. That's crazy. Number 5. The Dryer Disaster. I was finishing my chores while my brother was at home with me, and my mom was down the street. I put a load of clothes in the dryer and was about to go out when something in my head told me, "Tell your brother the dryer is on." It had been making a weird noise for weeks and hadn't been fixed, but I didn't tell anyone it was on. I left, and 20 minutes later got a frantic call that my brother just barely made it out of the house with all of our pets. The house was full of black smoke and extinguished powder. Don't ignore your gut. Dang, girl, you should have told your brother the dryer was on. Then he would have known your house was going to burst into flames. Number 6. The Purple Premonition. A week before Prince died, I had a dream where I woke up, checked Facebook, and saw that Prince had passed. I swear, it was so real that when I awoke, I asked my husband if Prince had died. A day later, Prince's plane had to make that emergency landing, and a few days after, he'd passed. Rest in peace, Prince. Number 7. The Work Worry. Once I got a really weird feeling out of nowhere that I should quit my job. I wasn't sure why, but the feeling was so strong that I just did it. Get this, the place I was working at burned down a few days later. A few people got hurt, but luckily, no one died. Dang. Dude. Whoa. Alright, number 8. The Naptime Nightmare. I work really I work really early hours, and sometimes when I get home, I nap. One Wednesday in December, I came home and slept, and dreamt that someone I knew personally was dying by choking to death. That Friday, I learned on the news that a friend of mine from high school was found strangled to death in his office. He was killed that Wednesday, around the same time I had that dream. Oh, oh my God. You had a dream that someone was choking to death, and then you find out that your friend died by being strangled? Dude, that's crazy. Number 9, the Friday farewell. My grandmother was really sick my freshman year of high school. The doctor and my mom warned me she probably wouldn't make it to my birthday, Valentine's Day, and I promptly told them, no, she's going to die on Good Friday. I'm not religious at all, but she was, and I was right. Despite the fact she was extremely ill, she held on until 3 p.m. on Good Friday, just like I said. Whoa. That's really creepy. You're like, nah, she ain't gonna die on Valentine's Day. She gonna die on Good Friday. And last but not least, number 10, the hubby hero. In 2013, I dreamt and had a stroke. I dreamt I had a stroke and was desperately trying to explain to my husband what was happening. 2 years later, I woke up in the middle of the night on my couch with my husband and my roommate looking at me. Sorry, not looking up at me. Concerned. I sat up. My left side was in full paralysis, and I tried to tell my husband to call 911 because I was having a stroke. He couldn't understand me, but thankfully he had already called because while I was unconscious, I had a seizure. It turns out I had a brain aneurysm rupture, and only minutes to get to a hospital and surgery. The whole thing was so disturbing. It's a good thing your husband decided to call 911. Dude. Man, that's creepy. Like, you were really close to dying. Your husband saved your life. And that is truly a husband hero. Well, there you guys go. That was creepy premonition stories. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up so I know. Please follow all my social medias down below in the description. You can click my bell to subscribe to my channel. And my most recent video is right here. Alright. Peace out, chillers.